Hi, I'm Karie Millspaugh, and this is in regards to follow up with session 4 with Angela. And prior to this call, I had been struggling with work. My corporate environment, aside from my personal business, isn't always the most pleasant place to be, especially when you know you want to play bigger and play in a different sandbox altogether. It's kind of how I look at it. But it's a means to an end for now, and I have to look at it also as a way to support the business I'm creating on the side. So she knew my energy was a little low the day prior to her call. I was frustrated. I go through certain types of feelings where I work as extremely competitive and goal orientated, and you feel like you're never enough. You'll hit a goal and then they'll raise the bar higher, and they keep changing the finish line and moving it back, and it feels like it's never enough. So I have that feeling of lack when you go into the office, feeling as if no matter what you do, it's not going to be good enough. So why even try? It kind of takes the air right out of your sails, let's just so to say. So I had in our session today a mindset around three things that I wanted to get out of the session. Was one, I wanted to feel accepted in my work environment. I am very different personality than most that I work with. I work with a lot of dry personalities, almost cold, robotic type of personalities, and I'm extremely warm, friendly, loving, magical, all of the opposite of that and more. um, I wanted to be appreciated. I've worked there almost 5 years without a raise, and they keep decreasing my commission structure, so I'm going backwards in pay, which is never a good feeling. So I wanted to feel appreciated. If you don't appreciate an employee with pay, then at least say good job or something along the way, or what you do is magical. Could you teach it to someone else? Something to make me feel appreciated. And thirdly, I wanted to feel unique, special, somewhat irreplaceable, because I am the only one producing the sales that I am doing there. And you just want to be recognized for that. So those three areas. We went into more energy work, more of a meditative stance, which worked really well for me today. I went into work with a more calm, peace mindset. And what Angela did was unique to me. And I'm a very spiritual person and a big believer in Jesus and God and the universe and all of those wonderful things that are bigger and greater than us. Thank goodness we're not the only higher power out there, or we'd be in trouble. But ironically, we went into kind of a meditative state and energy work where she talked about Jesus being with me for 3 days, as if he were by my side holding my hand. I love that. I grew up in church, so that identified closely with the Holy Spirit grabbing to me and having that sense, but to actually visually see him sitting by me at work, taking him everywhere I go, and changing that energy of projection that you put out there. People treat you differently. You come from more of a place of a bigger awareness than what we just are, more of a universal type picture versus just in the moment, stuck in the details and caught up in our heads. So that meditative energy work, I took it to work. I took it home with me. I took it in a conference that I had with my CEO. I poured my heart out to her. How can I be better? How can I make this more fun? How can I feel more challenged? I'm bored at work. I feel like I've outgrown my position. They're discussing even doing salary cuts because they just, poor management, unfortunately, ends up on the employee's fault somehow in their wage. But anyway, so besides that, I really could feel a difference. I kind of joked with Angela and gave her an update that in that conference room, Jesus was right there with me, even through all of the stressful conversation. I just felt like he had his hand on my shoulder saying, hey, girl, I got your back. It's all good. No one's going to, nothing's going to change. And the questions and the running questions that Angela's really helped me program in my mind was, everything's going to be okay. Everything has been okay and always will be okay. And wow, I chose this because I'm really not happy here anyway. So maybe this is my way of stepping into something bigger and better, or exploring an opportunity within the company. I'm not sure what's out there, but I'm at least asking and reaching outside of myself, which is a good step in the right direction. And I just could feel that, it's going to get better. So I'm very positive, very different outlook. I really, really enjoyed today's session. I felt very powerful afterwards. I love that Angela's really getting me back to my grounded spiritual source. I'm sure my family's very happy too, as we're all very big believers. And my mom's flying in today from Michigan to visit me, and I'm sure when I give her an earful about Angela, she will also be very happy and probably want to go give her a big hug and kiss. So overall, excellent session. 2 thumbs up. I will continue to use this. I'm also on um, day, I think it is 6 on the 9-day challenge. So I'm working into that as well in conjunction. So overall, I'm very excited about my work with Angela. I'm looking forward to session 5. New things keep seeming to creep up. I do like to add that Angela is always very accessible and makes my life so much more easier to give quick updates to. I don't have to wait a whole week. She's very open and communicative. And overall, I'm really, really excited to do that. So with that being said, that concludes our session for 4, and I'm looking forward to future work with Angela.